What's up, guys? Welcome back to another video. This time we're not out west. We're gonna take a nice little trip along the East Coast. I got Forrest and Levi in the back. Levi and I grew up in the same hometown, and then Forrest grew up about 2 hours north of where we're from. So yesterday, Forrest drove down and stayed with me last night, and then we're heading down right now to Pennsylvania High Point, Maryland High Point, and West Virginia's High Point. So all three of those are about 3 hours apart total. So each of them is about an hour to an hour and a half away from the other. So we're gonna start with Pennsylvania's High Point, which is Mount Davis, and then we're gonna work our way south, go to Maryland, and then West Virginia. And hopefully get to West Virginia this afternoon. If not, we will get there first thing in the morning, summit that, and then we're going to turn around and drive back to the town in northern Pennsylvania where we're at right now. All right, so it's about a 4-hour drive down to Pennsylvania's High Point, so we're just getting started on that. And then tonight we're planning to camp in West Virginia, and then from the West Virginia High Point back, it'll be about 6 hours to where we're at right now. So, it's been nothing but raining for the last 2 days, and it's about 50 degrees out, rain. Hopefully, it's looking like it might clear up by the time we get down there. We don't have any stops between here and there. So, fingers crossed that the rain at least lets up a little bit by the time we get down there. Might hike it, might be able to drive to it. We're unsure yet.
Breakfast is champions, baby.
What are they?
Pull apart.
What's in them?
You got M&Ms, a variety of different nuts, chocolate.
It's December 26th, so we've got a good stock load of excessive Christmas sweets.
Garbage.
Yeah, it's a lot. It's a lot. Like, I don't know if we'll even need to eat any real food. We've got bags of fudge, cookies. I only brought one backpack meal. That's the only real food I have.
I got some veggies and some chicken.
Chicken?
Yeah.
Interesting. All right, what's everyone's guesses on how long that bag of pull-aparts is gonna last?
Is somebody moderating the intake, or are we just eating them at will?
We're just, however long it takes, as well. We're no boundaries.
I'm gonna definitely say probably tomorrow afternoon. Gone.
I mean, it almost feels like a challenge at this point. So I'm gonna say 35 minutes.
It's not gonna be 35 minutes. I'm gonna guess by the I'm
today.
gonna guess by 3 p.m. today they're all gone.
3
It is
p.m.
currently 7:45 a.m.
Keep in mind the drive's 4 hours, and we're fat people at heart. Although we might not show it.
Forrest ate a whole bag of these in like probably 20 minutes the last time we had them. So
Yeah, it was my caloric intake for the year.
They're pretty good cookies. All right, we just pulled into the parking lot for Pennsylvania's highest point. This is the parking lot for the trail if we're gonna hike it. So we're gonna sit here for a minute and figure out what we want to do.
Sender Rooney.
Radar's looking like it's gonna go right by us here, so
Boys are buzzing.
we're gonna attempt to hike out there.
Full send, baby.
Hopefully we don't get too wet. And it is super foggy, so I am anticipating no view at the top.
I'm a good view.
Well, we have to cut that out. 3,200 feet, Pennsylvania High Point. As you can see, pretty foggy. We can attempt to go up the observation deck.
You ain't making it up there. Come on.
I'll go, for sure. I'll take the camera with me in case he chickens out.
We'll see how far I get. But
2 steps.
I want to point out how wet it is, but also there's a road right here that we very easily could have driven up.
Yeah, we've been in the car all day though. Wanted to move away, you know, get a little movement in. Get the ACLs fresh.
It's only noon. It hasn't been all day.
Half the day.
Half the day.
4 hours in the car, get some movement in. Get loose.
I'm about maybe 3 or 4 flights up. Probably gonna do it for me. All right, we're gonna head back to the trailhead and make our way to Maryland High Point. We are back to the car now. We got a little bit wet, but not too bad. My toes are a bit wet. Forrest, I think, was wearing boots.
Yeah, we're good.
Levi?
Pretty dry.
Pretty dry, which means he's a little wet. We got about an hour and a half, I think, to Maryland High Point from here. So hopefully we outrun the rain as the rain's moving north and we're gonna continue south. So overall, gotta be honest, not my favorite high point. It
Not my least favorite either though.
no, not the least, but definitely not the most.
I think it was a cool hike with the fog and everything though, so
Yeah.
it was a plus.
What's in your hand, dude?
Pole part.
How far along are we in that bag?
We have it.
We're
Gone.
definitely
Gone.
3/4 away.
And just for record, it is 12:54.
What'd you say, time?
I said what, like 3? Yeah, probably like 3:30.
Well, we gotta save some for tomorrow, so
They're not making it till tomorrow. They're not making it till tomorrow.
look at that cross section. Beauty.
Just pulled in here to Maryland's High Point. This trail actually starts in West Virginia, and majority of the trail, it's maybe about a mile, a little over long, but majority of the trail is in West Virginia, and then the last little bit just crosses over into Maryland to hit the high point there. So we're gonna get ready, and we've got a break in the rain here, so we're gonna try to crush this out as fast as we can and hopefully try to beat the rain that's coming in.
Sign, register.
Point crest. Oh!
There we go, finally got a sign.
Wow.
And laminated.
And laminated.
Nice day.
One thing I've been griping about is that there haven't been enough signs at the top of these mountains. I think, how many have we come across? 3? I think 3 signs that you could hold, and then the rest of them have either been like a geological pin in the ground or just like a little monument. back down we go. And then make our way to West Virginia High Point, which is in about another hour and a half from here.
You hiking that one, Nate?
Might be driving that one. Not stoked on this rain. Finally back to the car. It has stopped raining, so that's cool. Check out the pants. Pretty much soaked all the way down. Shoes are soaked through. Socks are soaked.
On the other end of the spectrum, look at my pants, completely dry.
Shirt's wet.
Shirt's a little wet, but...
Shirt's wet. They won't admit it, but they're uncomfortable.
No, not really.
I got something for you, Nate.
What you got? Oh, you did cut your lip on that branch.
Yeah, that's right.
No. Oh.
Not at the summit, but...
Not the summit, but it'll count for something.
I'm not convinced this is gonna make up for the wetness, but it'll help. All right, it's 3:30. We've got about an hour to an hour and a half to get to West Virginia High Point. So probably not gonna be able to get to that one today because it's gonna get dark by the time we get there. But we do plan on camping close to it. So that's probably our next goal, is to go find a place to camp for the night. Update on the cookie bag from this morning. Looks like they are not all gone at 3:30 like I anticipated, but all of the larger pieces are. So now we've just got some intermittent pieces in there, tiny ones. All right, we just stopped in Thomas, West Virginia, and we're heading about an hour south. We've got 2 potential campsites picked out that are close to the high point. We're gonna check out the first one, which is really close to the trailhead. We decided to hike it tomorrow. And if that one doesn't work, then there's an actual Forest Service campground kind of maybe 10 or 15 minutes away that we will we'll check out that as well. So the sun is out, there's blue skies, and it's 50 degrees. And I'm not too happy about that because we just walked in the rain for an hour and a half. Anyways, off to Spruce Knob, West Virginia we go. Spot 1 is a bust, so we're gonna take a little bit of a jaunt down the road a little bit, see what else we can find. It's 5 o'clock, so we will be hiking it first thing in the morning. Let's go see what we can find for a camp spot. All right, we found a potential camp spot here in the National Forest Run. We got to be 300 feet off the road to camp, so we found a little pull off here. Gonna scope it out, see what it's looking. I see a fire ring. Looks like there's a spot farther back too, right on the ridge line.
Like semi-relatively
Naughty. Did you expect there to be a dry spot? It's definitely more flat than the spots we've seen.
Soupy.
Oh, this is a spot, dude.
Deal.
I think it's a done deal here because we're about 10 minutes up the, not even 10 minutes up the road from the trailhead in the morning.
That's it, boy.
Dude, I bet if there wasn't fog right now,
This actually looks
I
pretty
bet
good.
this right here would be
A great view.
fantastic view.
This looks good.
This wouldn't be too
I
bad.
think this will be perfect right here.
Yeah.
That 3-man.
Why'd you do that, dude? Just shook this whole tree after it rained all day. All right, we're gonna call this the spot. We'll get our stuff. All right, tent is set up. This is a pretty old tent that Levi's got. Should be a good 3-person in there.
Oh, plenty of room.
Plenty of room. How we feeling, boys?
Stoked.
Stoked. It's still misting pretty good. This is a ridge, pretty steep ridge right here, so maybe in the morning that'll be cleared up and we can see out through there.
These sleeping bags are hardware, dude.
All right, we got everything in here for the night, except for the water. Is that gonna be enough?
Yeah.
I don't know if that's gonna be enough. So we're gonna throw some dinner together here. All right, Levi's putting together the stove to cook on. Levi, what do you got for dinner tonight? You got beef stroganoff, huh?
Yeah.
Beef stroganoff for Levi. I got sweet pork and rice. And
I got the goods, baby.
the classic vegetables and chicken out of a can.
50 grams of protein. We're good.
I don't know how I feel about this.
Beef stroke, baby.
Okay. We're not eating it.
Levi's got the beef strog. That's it, huh?
3/4, buddy. 6 ounces. 6 OZs.
Just one-handed here. Ten minutes until they're ready. Forrest has already housed down all the chicken and vegetables.
I might need to steal that hot sauce from here in a second.
All right, it's about 6:30. We all ate dinner. We're gonna put on the bags and just hang out for the night. So Levi has been, yeah, farting a lot,
What?
and it's been bad.
What have I been doing?
So we're gonna try to. Forrest and I are gonna try to survive. We might end up in the car. We'll see what happens, but we're gonna pick you guys up in the morning when we get ready to hike. So. It's about 6 a.m. Levi's tent did not withstand the weather.
That is not true. You're the only one that got wet.
This is completely soaked. Blanket's completely soaked.
Must have been a little bit of a depression.
We're gonna pack things up and hike West Virginia's highest mountain. That's about 10 miles round trip.
Yep. That's what they say. Closer to 11 probably, but.
I just want to give a quick reference of what the bottom of the tent looks like now that all the stuff's out of it.
I was dry. You and Forrest are dry.
Yeah, they were dry because they were on this side of the tent where it's completely dry, and I was right here where it's completely wet. All right, we made quick work of picking up the tent. It's completely soaked. We're just gonna throw it in the back of the car and get right down to the trailhead. got a quick drive down there. So, all right, we're at the trailhead, a little before 7. What's the gain on this? You guys know?
1,200 feet.
1,200 feet over about 5 miles, maybe a little bit more, but majority of that's going to be right here at the beginning. Still pretty dark out, but the sun's coming up quick, and thankfully we've got clear skies so far. So hopefully those stick around, and here we go. Got a little bit of a water crossing. Appears the culvert's not working correctly. We might be able to squeeze through. I think we can go rock to rock without slip. Oh, we got a little bit over there too. Horse is going to be the guinea pig, I think. Slippery? Just like it's nothing. To the left we go.
We just walked all the way up here last night. That's it, though. This is the last of the elevation, and we're just riding the ridge.
And we're getting on the ridge, and it should level out, right?
We're already on the ridge.
Oh, are we?
Yeah.
Perfect.
We're chilling now. That was not hard. For all those viewers out there, don't be afraid. Unless you're in your high point, come on.
Just for clarification, we can drive to this high point. So that would be the easiest option, but Forrest wanted to hike all 3 of these, so. Forrest's mom made some fudge for the trip, so we're taking a mid-hike snack here. A little bit of a break, put some layers back on as the fog rolls in. Got about a mile left to the summit. We're just gonna enjoy some plain chocolate fudge. All right, we made it up to the top of the end of the hike. It looks like there's a little bit of a viewpoint trail that actually goes out to the highest point marker. All right, there's a little view tower down here at the end of this trail that has hopefully has the highest marker point on it. All right, so we're obviously on top of this little observation tower they got built here, but the actual high point is right about there on the ground, there's a little geological marker that marks the natural high point of the state of West Virginia. All right, we're at elevation of 4,863 feet. That's the highest point in the state of West Virginia. It's a bit chilly out. The wind's blowing, but the sun poked through and we got clear blue skies, so better than yesterday's rain all day, I think.
Yeah, for sure.
The feet are wet because of the trail on the way up, but we made it up in exactly 2 hours, and now we're gonna make our way down.
Ready?
Yep. Oh, on the ground. All right, that was West Virginia High Point. That was the last one for this trip. So we are going to actually walk the road back to avoid getting any more wet, cold, depending on the puddles and stuff in the trails.
Sun's out now.
Sun's out, yeah, hopefully it starts to warm up a little bit. Walking the road back, it's gonna be about 3 miles, a little over, versus the 5 or just a tad more if we took the trail. So should be able to walk a little bit quicker too because of the asphalt. All right, we're taking a little bit of a detour between 2 roads, just cutting down over a hill here, and then it'll be about 3 miles back to the car. So this will be a little interesting.
Well, that's a sick shot.
Yeah, it is. That's what I did. There's Levi. Forest is right over here. I don't know why they're going down that part. I'm gonna go down that was a rock. I'm gonna go down this nice open spot. Levi's way down there. And this is kind of steep. Well, we made it to the boulder field. Levi was generous enough to wait for us at the bottom. And now it should be just smooth sailing to the road. Now we got a 3-mile walk back to the car on the road.
Could maybe hitch a ride.
Could maybe hitch a ride, we'll see. Right, here's where we parked last night and camped, right down over there. All right, we'll spare you the walk back to the car on the asphalt. So don't forget to drop a comment below, give it a like, subscribe, and we'll catch you guys in the next one.